Hi everyone, Officer Potak.
Hi, it's Officer Best.
And today we're out on this beautiful sunny day down by the Lehigh River. And we are reading a book by our favorite fly guy, and it's on insects. And what better place to tell you about insects than the great outdoors? A boy had a pet fly named Fly Guy. Fly Guy could say the boy's name, Buzz. Turn it off on accident. Buzz and Fly Guy were outside. Fly Guy wanted to look for insects. Buzz was a little worried. Some insects are scary, he said. I know, Fly Guy, you're an insect, said Buzz, and you're not scary. I have nothing to be afraid of. They set off to discover more. There are more than 1 million different kinds of insects. Insects live all over the world. They live on every continent, even Antarctica. I don't know what kind of insects want to go there. It's cold. Many people call insects bugs, but not all insects are bugs. A bug is a kind of insect. Bugs have a mouth shaped like a straw. True bugs include milkweed bugs, boxler bugs, and stink bugs. Oh, stink bugs, and stink bugs are just starting to come out. I don't know about you guys, but I get stink bugs in my house, and they stink.
Hey, I got a guess what an insect is. An insect has 6 legs, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And I didn't even read the book.
Wow.
I remember that from biology in the 6th grade.
Very good. I'm not sure my memory's that great.
Well, I had to think back 200 years, but yeah, the 6th grade.
Insects have been on the earth for hundreds of millions of years. They crawled and buzzed around even before the dinosaurs. A giant dragonfly's wings stretched over 2 feet long. That's the same as the wingspan of an Arctic puffin. Wow. That would be a beautiful dragonfly to see.
That would.
All insects have a life cycle. A life cycle is made up of the changes that happened to the insect from the beginning of its life until it dies. Most insects hatch from eggs. The insect grows into a larva. Fly larvae are called maggots. Ugh. Larvae molt and get rid of their old skin to grow bigger. Next, the insect becomes a pupa. The pupa hides in the shell or cocoon. There it changes into an adult. This is called metamorphosis. Some insects, such as aphthoids, give birth to their young. A lifespan is the amount of time that a creature lives. Insects do not all have the same lifespan. Some insects, such as a queen ant, can live up for 30 years. Wow. She's queen for 30 years.
So is my wife.
Maybe I'll come back as a queen ant one day.
There you go.
Some insects have cool bodies. Mammals, like humans, have bones on the inside, but insects wear their hard parts on the outside. This is called an exoskeleton. An insect's body is made up of 3 parts.
The head, the thorax, and the abdomen.
Very good. The head is where the eyes, the mouth parts, and the antennae are found. Antennae help insects taste, smell, touch, and even hear. The thorax is the middle part of an insect. It holds the legs. All insects have 6 legs. The thorax also holds the wings if the insect has them. The abdomen holds the insect's stomach. If the insect has a stinger, it's also found here.
Thank you, Mr. Moore, my 6th grade science teacher. I remembered. You'd be happy with me.
Did you know spiders have 8 legs? They are not insects.
They're not.
Yep. Insects such as wasps, hornets, and ants have stingers. An ant has a stinger? Interesting.
Read on.
Most of them use their stingers to protect themselves. Some wasps use their stingers to catch food. Usually insects do not sting humans. I don't know about bees and wasps.
I know.
But some insects will sting humans when they think they're in danger. For most people, insect stings are simply annoying and slightly painful or itchy. But some people are allergic to insect stings. They should seek medical care right away if they are stung. And I know just like with allergies, one time you might not be allergic to an insect or a bee sting, and the next time you may be. So just because one day you're not allergic doesn't mean the next time is the same. Not all insects eat the same food. Many insects munch on plants. Butterflies eat nectar from flowers. Other insects, such as mosquitoes, eat blood. To avoid bites, wear long sleeves, pants, and use repellent when outdoors. Insects such as cockroaches and ants eat almost anything, even crumbs on the floor. Which is why you'll see them in houses and restaurant areas, because they're hungry. Insects also have different ways of eating. Some insects, like grasshoppers and caterpillars, chew their food. Other insects suck it up using a special body part called the proboscis. Mosquitoes suck up their food like they are drinking through a straw. The straw is the proboscis. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Yeah, we don't like the bloodsuckers. Ugh. Some insects seem to have superpowers. There are insects that can glow. Oh, I like these ones. They are called bioluminescents. Fireflies, also called lightning bugs, are not really flies or bugs. They're beetles. They can have special chemicals in their abdomen. When the chemicals meet oxygen, the firefly abdomens light up. Fireflies use their lights to help find other fireflies. They also light up to warn animals not to eat them. The glowing chemical tastes bad. There are insects that can survive underwater, and some of them can live in the very hot deserts. And I'm sure all of you at one time, if you're not afraid of bugs, have went out and caught the lightning bugs or the fireflies. We used to put them in jars and as many as we can catch, so they were kind of like a little nightlight or a lantern. So that was something that I also did, living on a farm. The world is full of amazing insects. Fairy flies are some of the smallest insects on Earth. These wasps can only be seen under a microscope. The longest insect is the Chan's megastick. It's 22 inches long. Harvester ants are the most poisonous insects on the planet. In the air, the southern giant dragonfly is the speediest insect. It can fly as fast as a car going 35 miles an hour.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. On land, the speed record for the cockroach goes to the cockroach. Cockroaches can run as fast as about 3.5 miles an hour. That's why we can't catch them to step on them. Flies are awesome insects. There are 120,000 species or types of flies.
Wow.
All flies are in the order
Diptera.
A person who studies or collects flies is called a dipterist. Yeah, I definitely did not know that. Flies' eyes are special. They have compound eyes. Compound eyes are not good at seeing far away, but they are great at detecting movement. If someone gets close, a fly can plan an escape route in less than 1 second. That's good. Most flies don't bite animals, but some flies, like deer flies and horse flies, do. They drink blood. If you ever got bit by a horsefly?
Yeah, they hurt.
Oh, they hurt. And they're pretty big. I mean, when I had my horses, they would land on them. You'd have to slap the horse to get that fly off, or they were biting and the horse was kicking. And then they would bite you next. Not fun. Flies sleep a lot. They sleep between 9 and 15 hours each night. So clearly Officer Best is not a fly.
I don't sleep that much in a week.
And I don't know how he does it because I need my rest.
Are you sure Officer Buckland's not a fly?
It might be. Oh yeah. Entomologists. Okay, scientists who study insects are called entomologists. Sometimes they go on expeditions or special trips to look for insects. They study insects where they live, and they live everywhere. Insects live in treetops, in hot deserts, underground, on animals, and even in the frozen Antarctica. Millions of insects live in the tropical rainforest. Most of them live in the canopy layer or the tops of the trees. As many as 1,000 different types of insects have been found in just one tree in the rainforest canopy. Insects are good for the world. They are part of the food chain. They eat plants and other insects, and they could be food for animals too. People eat insects. In Thailand, grasshoppers make a tasty snack. In fancy restaurants in Mexico, they serve ant eggs. Nah, I'm gonna pass on those. Insects are important to us. Plants would not be able to grow without them. When insects such as bees and butterflies land on flowers, they pollinate them. Only then can fruits and vegetables grow. Insects are great, said Buzz. I didn't know they were so amazing. Now Buzz knew for sure that Fly Guy was the coolest pet on the planet. Buzz and Fly Guy couldn't wait for their next adventure. So that is our book, Fly Guy Presents Insects. And hopefully you learned a little bit about insects from this book. I think I did. And no.
Sleeping over 9 hours a day. I want to be a fly.
Yeah, right? So if you're out and about, go out there when you're out walking and see what kind of insects you can find.
Right. So thank you for joining us here in the great outdoors along the Lehigh River. I'm hoping you're enjoying it out here. We are. But when you go back in, stay healthy, stay safe, and most important,
wash your hands.
Bye.